Hello everyone, and welcome. Today, I want to talk about something that may surprise many older adults. Let me ask you a simple question. Do you enjoy eating fruit? Most people do. In fact, fruits are often considered one of the healthiest parts of our daily diet. But here's something many people don't realize. As we get older, our nutritional needs begin to change, and certain foods that are generally healthy may not always be the best choice for everyone, especially when it comes to kidney health. Now, before we go any further, I want you to take a moment and think about what's in your refrigerator right now. Do you have bananas, apples, oranges? These are foods many of us enjoy and often choose because we want to stay healthy. But if you're over 60, there are some important things you should know. Some studies suggest that age-related changes in kidney function may make certain nutrients more difficult to process. And that means the way we eat may need to change as well. And this is something worth paying close attention to. Many people experience changes in kidney function gradually, often without noticeable symptoms in the early stages. That's why understanding the warning signs and making informed food choices can play an important role in supporting long-term kidney health. Over the years, many older adults have shared how small lifestyle changes made a meaningful difference in their health. And that's exactly why I wanted to share this information with you today. Now let me ask you something. Have you noticed any of these? Do you often see excessive foam in your urine? Do your legs or ankles tend to swell later in the day? Do you wake up 2 or more times during the night to use the bathroom? Or do you frequently feel unusually tired in the afternoon? If some of these sound familiar, it's worth discussing them with your healthcare provider, especially if they have become more noticeable over time. But there's no need to panic. The good news is that there are practical steps that may help support healthy kidney function and overall wellness as we age. So here's what we'll cover in today's video. First, we'll talk about how kidney function naturally changes with age, and why dietary habits after 60 may deserve a closer look. Then, we'll discuss 4 common warning signs that shouldn't be ignored. After that, we'll explore 3 fruits that may require moderation for some older adults, and 3 kidney-friendly fruits that can be part of a balanced diet. We'll also cover 5 simple rules for enjoying fruit wisely, along with important safety tips for those who take medications regularly. And before we finish, I'll share some traditional whole food eating habits and everyday lifestyle practices that may help support healthy aging and kidney wellness. We'll even look at a real-life example of how one person improved their dietary habits and worked with their healthcare team to better manage their kidney health. So for now, I invite you to relax, stay with me, and let's begin. Because healthy aging isn't about fear. It's about understanding your body and making small, informed choices that support your well-being for years to come. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever thought this? I've spent my whole life avoiding smoking and excessive drinking. I've tried to eat healthy foods, fruits, and vegetables. So why would my kidneys be getting weaker? Believe it or not, this is something many older adults find themselves wondering. And honestly, it's understandable. After all, you've spent years trying to take good care of yourself. But here's something important. As we age, our bodies change. And sometimes, the foods that served us well earlier in life may need to be enjoyed differently later on. Let me explain. Think about the water filter in your home. When the filter is brand new, it does a wonderful job. It removes impurities and handles everything efficiently. But imagine using the same filter continuously for 60 years, without replacing it. Even if it still looks fine from the outside, it simply won't work as effectively as it once did. Well, our kidneys are somewhat similar. Although they're only about the size of a fist, these remarkable organs work around the clock. Every single day, they filter enormous amounts of blood and help maintain the delicate balance of fluids and minerals throughout the body. And they've been doing that non-stop for decades. Now, here's where things get interesting. Research has shown that kidney function naturally tends to decline with age. In fact, many experts estimate that kidney filtration gradually decreases, beginning in middle age. For many people, these changes happen so slowly that they go unnoticed. And this is something worth keeping in mind. The kidneys are often called silent organs Because early changes in kidney function may not cause obvious symptoms. That's why some people are surprised when routine blood tests reveal that their kidneys aren't functioning as efficiently as they once did. But in reality, these changes may have been developing gradually over many years. So think of your kidneys after age 60 like an older water filter. They're still working, but they may not process certain nutrients as efficiently as they did decades ago. And this is where our dietary choices become especially important. When we were younger, our bodies could often handle large amounts of sugar, sodium, or potassium without much difficulty. But as kidney function changes with age, moderation and balance become increasingly important. Now, that doesn't mean fruit is bad. Far from it. Fruit remains an important part of a healthy diet. However, not all fruits are the same, and individual health conditions matter. Some fruits are naturally higher in potassium or sugar, which may require special attention for people with reduced kidney function or certain medical conditions. That's why many healthcare professionals recommend making thoughtful food choices, rather than simply following the same eating habits we had in our 30s or 40s. Because healthy aging isn't about eating less, it's about eating smarter, and small changes can make a meaningful difference. So the next question becomes, which fruits may deserve extra attention after age 60, and which fruits can fit well into a kidney-friendly eating pattern? That's exactly what we'll explore next. So stay with me, because the answers may surprise you. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered whether your kidneys are still functioning as well as they should? Earlier, we talked about the idea of an aging water filter. And at this point, some of you may be thinking, should I be concerned about my kidney health? Of course, laboratory tests and regular checkups are the most reliable ways to evaluate kidney function. But here's something many people don't realize. Our bodies often give us subtle clues long before we notice any serious problems. And paying attention to those clues can be an important part of healthy aging. So let's talk about 4 common signs that are worth discussing with your healthcare provider, especially if you've noticed more than one of them. Sign number 1: persistent foamy urine. Now, occasional bubbles in the toilet are perfectly normal. But if you regularly notice thick, persistent foam that doesn't disappear quickly, it may be worth mentioning to your doctor. In some cases, excessive foam can be associated with protein in the urine, which may indicate that the kidneys are not filtering as efficiently as they should. This doesn't necessarily mean something serious is wrong, but it is something that deserves attention, especially if you notice it consistently, particularly in the morning. Sign number 2: swelling in the legs or ankles. Have you ever noticed that your shoes feel tighter in the evening? Or perhaps your socks leave deep marks around your ankles? As kidney function changes with age, the body may become less efficient at regulating fluid balance. As a result, some people experience swelling in their feet, ankles, or lower legs. Of course, swelling can have many possible causes. But if it becomes persistent, it's a good idea to discuss it with your healthcare provider. Sign number 3: frequent trips to the bathroom at night. Many older adults assume waking up during the night is simply a normal part of aging. And while occasional nighttime urination is common, getting up 2 or more times every night may deserve a closer look. Healthy kidneys help regulate fluid balance and concentrate urine while we sleep. When this process becomes less efficient, some people may find themselves waking up more frequently to use the bathroom. And this is something worth keeping in mind. Poor sleep affects much more than just energy levels. It can also influence overall quality of life. Sign number 4: persistent fatigue. Have you noticed that you're feeling tired more often, even after getting enough rest? Many people simply blame aging, but fatigue can have many causes, and changes in kidney function may be one of them. The kidneys do much more than filter waste. They also help support the production of red blood cells, which carry oxygen throughout the body. When that process becomes less efficient, some people may experience low energy and ongoing fatigue. Now let me ask you something. How many of these signs sound familiar? 1, 2, or perhaps more? If you've noticed several of them, there's no need to panic. In fact, becoming aware of these changes is the first step toward taking better care of your health. Because healthy aging isn't about fear, It's about paying attention to your body and making informed decisions. And even when kidney function changes with age, there are still many ways to help support long-term wellness. Now, here's where things get interesting. Could some of the foods we eat every day be placing additional stress on aging kidneys? And are there certain fruits that may deserve extra attention after age 60? That's exactly what we'll explore next. So stay with me, because the next section may surprise you. Now, here's something important. Fruit is generally considered one of the healthiest foods we can eat. And that's true, but as we discussed earlier, our nutritional needs change as we age. So rather than asking whether fruit is good or bad, perhaps a better question is this: which fruits deserve a little more attention after age 60? Let's talk about 3 examples. Number 1, persimmons. Persimmons are sweet, delicious, and enjoyed around the world, especially during the fall season. But many people don't realize that persimmons contain compounds called tannins. In some individuals, particularly older adults with slower digestion, excessive amounts of persimmons may contribute to the formation of stomach masses known as bezoars. Now, this is relatively uncommon. And for most healthy people, enjoying persimmons occasionally is perfectly fine. However, people with digestive problems or certain medical conditions may want to avoid eating large amounts, especially on an empty stomach. As always, moderation matters. Number 2, bananas. Bananas are often praised as a healthy source of energy. And for many people, they absolutely are. But here's where things get interesting. Bananas are naturally rich in potassium. Potassium is an important mineral that helps support muscle function and heart rhythm. However, individuals with reduced kidney function may have difficulty removing excess potassium from the body, and this is something worth keeping in mind. Not everyone over 60 needs to avoid bananas, but if you've been diagnosed with kidney disease, or have been told to follow a low potassium diet, it's important to discuss your fruit choices with your healthcare provider. For some people, portion size and frequency may matter more than complete avoidance. Number 3, fruit juice. This one surprises many people, because fruit juice sounds healthy. But drinking fruit and eating whole fruit are not exactly the same. Whole fruits contain fiber, which helps slow the absorption of natural sugars. When fruits are turned into juice, much of that fiber is lost. As a result, sugars are absorbed more quickly, and it's also easy to consume several servings of fruit in a very short period of time. For example, drinking 1 glass of juice may contain the equivalent of several pieces of fruit. That's why many nutrition experts encourage older adults to enjoy whole fruits whenever possible, rather than relying on juice. And this is especially true in the evening, when heavy sugar intake may interfere with blood sugar balance and overall metabolic health. So what should you remember from this section? Fruit is not the enemy, and there's no reason to fear healthy foods. But age, kidney function, medications, and individual health conditions all matter. Healthy aging isn't about eliminating every food you enjoy. It's about making informed choices and finding the balance that works best for your body. Now let me ask you something. If these aren't the best choices for everyone, then which fruits are considered more kidney-friendly? That's exactly what we'll explore next. And you may be pleasantly surprised by how simple those choices can be. Now, after discussing some fruits and fruit habits that may require extra attention, you might be wondering, does that mean I have to stop enjoying fruit altogether? Not at all. In fact, many fruits can be part of a healthy eating pattern and may help support kidney health when enjoyed in appropriate portions. And today, I'd like to share 3 fruits that are often considered kidney-friendly choices for many older adults. Number 1, apples. You've probably heard the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. While no single food can guarantee good health, apples have several qualities that make them a smart choice for many older adults. One reason is their relatively moderate potassium content compared with some other fruits. Apples are also rich in soluble fiber, particularly pectin. Think of pectin like a sponge. It helps slow the absorption of sugars and may contribute to better blood sugar balance, which is important for both metabolic health and kidney health. And this is where things get interesting. Apple skins contain natural antioxidants such as quercetin, which may help protect cells from oxidative stress as we age. Many nutrition experts encourage people to enjoy whole apples, rather than juice whenever possible. Because healthy aging isn't about complicated solutions. Sometimes it's the simple habits that matter most. Number 2, pears. Pears are another wonderful option. They're naturally high in water content and provide dietary fiber while remaining relatively low in potassium. And that's important for people who are monitoring their kidney health. As we age, staying well hydrated becomes increasingly important. Many older adults simply don't feel thirsty as often as they used to. That's why water-rich foods like pears can be a helpful addition to a balanced diet. Pears are gentle, refreshing, and easy to enjoy after meals as a healthy dessert. And many people appreciate that they provide natural sweetness without requiring added sugar. Number 3, blueberries. Now, here's a fruit that many nutrition experts frequently recommend. Blueberries. These tiny berries are packed with antioxidants, especially compounds called anthocyanins, which give them their deep blue color. Some studies suggest that these antioxidants may help support healthy blood vessels and reduce oxidative stress. And that's important because healthy blood vessels play a key role in maintaining kidney function. Blueberries are also relatively low in potassium, making them a popular choice among many people who follow kidney-friendly diets. Fresh or frozen, both can be excellent options, and just a small handful can make a nutritious snack or a delicious addition to oatmeal or yogurt. So let's quickly recap. 3 fruits that many experts consider kidney-friendly are apples, pears, and blueberries. These foods aren't miracle cures, and they certainly don't replace medical care, but they can be valuable additions to an overall healthy lifestyle. Because healthy aging isn't about finding one perfect food, it's about creating daily habits that support your body over time. Now let me ask you something. Even healthy foods can be overdone, right? So how much fruit is too much? And does timing matter? Should you eat fruit in the morning, after meals, or before bed? That's exactly what we'll explore next. Because when it comes to healthy aging, how you eat can be just as important as what you eat. Now, here's something important. Choosing healthy fruits is only part of the picture. How and when you eat them may matter just as much. And that's why I'd like to share 5 simple habits that many nutrition experts recommend, especially for older adults who want to support healthy aging and kidney health. Small habits matter, and consistency is more important than perfection. Rule number 1: consider avoiding fruit on an empty stomach. Many people start their day with fruit because they believe it's the healthiest choice. And for some people, that works perfectly well. However, others may find that eating fruit together with or after breakfast helps them tolerate it better and may lead to a slower rise in blood sugar. Now, this doesn't mean fruit is bad in the morning. It simply means that pairing fruit with a balanced meal may be a more comfortable approach for many older adults. A warm breakfast and plenty of hydration can help the body ease into the day. And your fruit can always come afterward. Rule number 2: give your body time between meals and fruit. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever felt bloated after eating fruit immediately following a large meal? Many people do. That's why some experts recommend enjoying fruit as a snack or waiting a while after meals. Giving your digestive system some time may help improve comfort and allow nutrients to be absorbed more gradually. And remember, healthy aging isn't a race. There's no need to rush. Rule number 3: be mindful of late evening fruit intake. As we get older, our metabolism and daily rhythms naturally change. For some people, eating large amounts of fruit late in the evening may contribute to blood sugar fluctuations or more frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom. And if you're already dealing with nighttime urination, this may be worth paying attention to. Many people find that enjoying fruit earlier in the day works better for their lifestyle and sleep quality. Of course, everyone's body is different. The key is to notice what works best for you. Rule number 4: pay attention to portion sizes. Here's something many people don't realize. Even healthy foods are best enjoyed in moderation. More isn't always better. A moderate serving of fruit is often enough to provide valuable nutrients. without overloading the body with excess sugar or potassium. For many older adults, 1 or 2 servings spread throughout the day may be all that's needed. Because healthy aging is about balance, not extremes. Rule number 5: spread fruit intake throughout the day. Now here's a simple idea. Instead of eating all your fruit at once, consider dividing it into smaller portions. Think of it like watering a garden. A gentle rain throughout the day nourishes the soil, but a sudden downpour can overwhelm it. The same principle applies to many aspects of nutrition. Smaller portions spread throughout the day may be easier for the body to handle and may help maintain more stable blood sugar levels. So let's quickly review. Consider eating fruit with or after meals rather than on an empty stomach. Give your digestive system some time between meals and fruit. Be mindful of late evening fruit intake. Pay attention to portion sizes, and spread your fruit intake throughout the day. None of these habits are complicated. They're simple adjustments, small changes, small choices, and over time, those small choices can add up to meaningful differences. Because healthy aging isn't about perfection, it's about creating habits that support your body year after year. Now, before we move on, there's one more topic we need to discuss. And if you're taking medications or managing kidney disease, this next section is especially important. You won't want to miss it. Now, let me ask you something. Are you currently taking medication for high blood pressure, diabetes, or kidney disease? If so, this next section is especially important. Because while fruits are generally healthy foods, certain medications and medical conditions can affect how your body handles nutrients, like potassium and sugar. And this is something many people don't realize. Healthy aging isn't just about choosing the right foods. It's also about understanding how those foods fit into your overall health plan. So let's go over 3 important safety tips. Safety tip number 1: know your potassium level. One of the most important numbers to understand is your blood potassium level. If you've recently had blood work done, you may notice a value listed as K on your lab report. Potassium is an essential mineral, but when kidney function declines, the body may have more difficulty removing excess potassium, and elevated potassium levels can affect heart rhythm. Now, here's something important. Don't make drastic changes on your own. If your healthcare provider has told you that your potassium level is high, it's important to ask which fruits and portion sizes are appropriate for you. Because everyone's situation is different, and individualized guidance matters. Safety tip number 2: understand your kidney function. Another number worth knowing is your estimated glomerular filtration rate, or eGFR. This test helps measure how well your kidneys are working. As kidney function changes, the amount and type of fruit that's appropriate for you may also change. For some individuals with chronic kidney disease, portion sizes may need to be adjusted. And in more advanced stages of kidney disease, it's especially important to work closely with your doctor or a registered dietitian. Now, this doesn't mean you can never enjoy fruit. It simply means that your nutrition plan should be personalized to your needs. Because healthy aging is never one size fits all. Safety tip number 3: be aware of medication and food interactions. Many people don't realize that some medications can influence potassium levels. Certain blood pressure medications, including ACE inhibitors and ARBs, may increase potassium retention in the body. And when that happens, people may need to be more mindful about consuming high potassium foods. In addition, if you're managing diabetes, it's important to consider the carbohydrate content and portion size of fruits as part of your overall meal plan. Now here's something important. Never stop a medication or dramatically change your diet without speaking with your healthcare provider first. That's the safest approach. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. Your doctor, pharmacist, or registered dietitian can help you create a plan that fits your specific health needs. So let's quickly review. Know your potassium level and discuss the results with your healthcare provider. Understand your kidney function and adjust portion sizes when necessary. And be aware that certain medications and fruits may require additional attention. These aren't rules meant to scare you. They're simply practical steps that can help you make informed decisions. Because healthy aging isn't about avoiding every food you enjoy. It's about learning what works best for your body. And that knowledge becomes even more valuable as we get older. Now, before we move on, there's one more thing I'd like to talk about. Now, you might be wondering if certain fruits should be limited. Are there traditional foods or everyday habits that may help support kidney health? That's exactly what we'll explore next. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by how simple some of those habits can be. Now, at this point, some of you may be wondering, are fruits the only foods that can support healthy kidneys? Not at all. In fact, many simple whole foods and long-standing healthy eating traditions can be part of a kidney-friendly lifestyle. And here's something important. Healthy aging doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes, the simplest habits can make the biggest difference. Food number 1: black beans. Black beans have been enjoyed in many cultures for generations. They're rich in plant-based nutrients and antioxidants, including anthocyanins, the same family of compounds found in blueberries. These compounds may help support healthy blood vessels and overall wellness. Black beans can be added to rice, soups, or salads. However, individuals with advanced kidney disease may need to monitor potassium and phosphorus intake. That's why portion size and individual medical advice matter. Food number 2: radish. Radishes are commonly used in many traditional dishes and are naturally high in water content. They can add flavor and freshness to soups and meals without placing a heavy burden on the body. But here's something many people don't realize. It's not just what we eat. It's also how much sodium we consume. Highly salted soups and broths may increase the workload on the kidneys and contribute to elevated blood pressure. So whenever possible, choosing lighter seasoning and lower sodium meals can be a smart choice. Food number 3: cabbage. Cabbage is another wonderful option. It's relatively low in potassium and provides beneficial antioxidants and fiber. Steamed cabbage, cabbage soup, or fresh cabbage wraps can all be easy and enjoyable ways to include this vegetable in your meals. And for many older adults, cooked vegetables may also be easier to digest. Now, let's talk about something equally important: daily habits. Because healthy aging isn't just about food. It's about how we live every day. Habit number 1: stay hydrated but don't overdo it. Many people believe that drinking as much water as possible is always better. But that's not necessarily true. Hydration needs vary from person to person. For many healthy adults, spreading water intake throughout the day works better than drinking large amounts all at once. And individuals with advanced kidney disease should always follow the fluid recommendations given by their healthcare provider. A glass of warm water in the morning may be a gentle way to start the day. Habit number 2: watch your sodium intake. And this is something worth keeping in mind. Excess sodium can place additional stress on both the kidneys and the cardiovascular system, and many processed foods contain much more sodium than people realize. Small changes can make a big difference. Choosing less salty soups, limiting processed foods, and focusing on whole foods are all simple ways to support healthy aging. Habit number 3: keep moving. You don't need intense workouts. In fact, consistency matters much more than intensity. A simple 30-minute walk each day may help support circulation, cardiovascular health, and overall well-being. And if the weather isn't ideal, even walking around the house or doing gentle indoor exercises can help. The goal isn't perfection, it's simply staying active. Habit number 4: prioritize sleep and stress management. Many people don't realize how closely sleep and overall health are connected. During sleep, the body performs many important maintenance functions, and chronic stress may contribute to elevated blood pressure over time. That's why quality sleep and stress management are important parts of healthy aging. Enjoying hobbies, spending time with family, taking walks, listening to music. These simple pleasures matter more than many people realize. Now, let me answer a few common questions. What about watermelon? Watermelon is refreshing and hydrating, but it also contains potassium and is easy to overeat. For most healthy individuals, moderate portions are perfectly fine. However, people with reduced kidney function should discuss portion sizes with their healthcare provider. Can I still eat grapes? Absolutely. Grapes contain antioxidants and can be part of a healthy diet. However, they also contain natural sugars, so portion size is important. especially for people managing diabetes. What about tomatoes? Tomatoes can certainly be enjoyed as part of a balanced diet. They contain valuable nutrients, although they also provide moderate amounts of potassium. As with many foods, moderation is key. So if there's one thing worth remembering from this chapter, it's this. No single food determines your health. And no single fruit is a miracle cure. What matters most is the overall pattern. Small habits, reasonable portions, consistency. Because healthy aging isn't about being perfect. It's about making thoughtful choices, one day at a time. And those small choices can add up to meaningful changes over the years. Now it's time for perhaps the most heartwarming part of today's discussion. Some of the precautions we've talked about may have sounded overwhelming, or even a little frightening. But please don't be discouraged. This information isn't shared to scare people. It's shared because understanding potential risks may help people make choices that support healthier aging. And that brings us to several encouraging stories. These are stories of older adults who didn't completely give up fruit. Instead, they made small adjustments that better matched their individual health needs. And many of them noticed meaningful improvements in how they felt. Now here's something important. These stories are examples of individual experiences. Everyone's situation is different, and any dietary changes should always be discussed with your healthcare provider. The first story involves a gentleman in his early 70s. When he first spoke with his doctor, his kidney function was already significantly reduced. Yet every summer, he enjoyed large amounts of watermelon in the evening. Because he believed that, since watermelon contains so much water, his body would simply eliminate the excess. One night, however, he developed severe shortness of breath and had to go to the emergency room. After treatment, his healthcare team discussed several simple changes with him. Reducing his overall fruit portions, avoiding fruit late in the evening, and choosing options that fit more comfortably within his doctor's recommendations. At first, the change was difficult. But over the next several weeks, he noticed less swelling in his legs. His breathing became more comfortable, and he was sleeping better at night. Many people don't realize this. Even when kidney function cannot be completely restored, reducing unnecessary strain may help preserve remaining function and improve quality of life. The second story involves a grandmother in her mid-70s. She loved making banana smoothies while spending time with her grandchild. But after experiencing episodes of dizziness, laboratory tests showed that her potassium levels were elevated. Together with her healthcare team, she adjusted her eating habits and chose alternatives that better matched her medical condition. A few weeks later, she happily shared that she felt steadier and more energetic. And perhaps most importantly, she was able to continue enjoying precious moments with her grandchild. The third story involves a woman in her late 70s who lived alone. She carefully prepared homemade fruit juices every evening because she wanted to stay healthy and avoid becoming a burden to her children. Many older adults can relate to that feeling. But over time, she began experiencing fatigue, poor sleep, and increasing leg swelling. After reviewing her eating habits, she decided to stop the evening juices and instead enjoy modest portions of whole fruit earlier in the day. Several months later, she reported sleeping better and feeling more comfortable overall. And her children noticed the positive changes as well. The fourth story involves a man in his 60s who had recently been diagnosed with early diabetes. After reading that fruit was healthy, he began drinking orange juice on an empty stomach every morning. But gradually, he noticed digestive discomfort and fluctuations in his blood sugar. After making adjustments and timing fruit differently throughout the day, he began feeling more comfortable in the mornings, and follow-up tests showed encouraging results. The fifth story involves a retired gentleman who loved hiking. Before every walk, he would eat 2 bananas for energy. But over time, he noticed weakness and shortness of breath. His doctor later discovered that his medications and elevated potassium levels required some dietary adjustments. After changing his routine and spacing his fruit intake appropriately, he was eventually able to return to the activities he enjoyed. And this is something worth keeping in mind. All 5 people shared one thing in common. They did not eliminate fruit completely. They simply learned how to enjoy it in ways that were more appropriate for their individual needs. Small changes, not drastic changes. Small habits matter. Now before we finish, let's briefly review the key points from today's video. As we age, our kidneys naturally become less efficient. That's why the eating habits that worked decades ago may not always work the same way today. Pay attention to warning signs such as persistent foamy urine, swelling in the legs, frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom, or unusual fatigue. If you notice several of these symptoms, it's important to discuss them with your doctor. Certain fruits and fruit juices may not be ideal for everyone, especially for people with advanced kidney disease or elevated potassium levels. On the other hand, moderate portions of whole fruits can often be included as part of a balanced eating pattern. Depending on individual medical circumstances, timing matters, portion size matters, and consistency matters. Healthy aging isn't about perfection. It's about making thoughtful choices, one day at a time. In addition, staying active, limiting excessive sodium, getting quality sleep, and following your doctor's recommendations may all help support overall kidney and cardiovascular health. And please remember this: if you have chronic kidney disease, elevated potassium levels, diabetes, or take medications for blood pressure, always discuss dietary changes with your healthcare provider. Now let me ask you something. What matters most to you? Attending your grandchild's wedding? Remaining independent? Continuing to enjoy time with friends and family? Those simple wishes are shared by many older adults. And healthy aging is not about finding a miracle cure. It's about protecting the life you've worked so hard to build. One healthy meal, one short walk, one good habit at a time. Those small choices can add up to meaningful changes over the years. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to hear from you. Feel free to share your experiences or questions in the comments below. And if you know someone who might benefit from this information, please consider sharing this video with them. Growing older doesn't mean giving up on feeling your best. Your body still has an incredible ability to adapt. And together, we can continue learning how to age with strength, dignity, and gratitude. Thank you so much for watching. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.